Hello, welcome back to the Bar Gym Reviews. Today, cable attachments. They can be overrated, they can be overpriced, they can be uncomfortable, and they can collect dust in the corner. Today, we're going to find out, can the Bells of Steel 30D handle cable attachment change some of that perception? So, what we're going to do in the video today is we're going to do an unboxing, a first use, maybe talk about a little bit of a comparison and see if the value's worth it. Now, there is in the video one thing that I definitely already know that Bells of Steel needs to fix, and they need to fix it now. So, make sure you stick around and find out what that is. So, let's get into it. All right, to start here, quick disclaimer, Bells of Steel did send this attachment to me for free to test out, and I do have an affiliate link for that that will help the channel. So that means if you buy it through the link, a small commission does get paid out to us here at the Bar Gym Reviews. No extra cost to you on that. But as always, it's not going to affect the way that I review this product. I actually am kind of excited for this product as well because of the versatility of its use.
All right, so overall, the packaging came in about 5 days after I ordered. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. It was in a bubble wrap. Once you get it inside here, there was a little bit of wiggle room, but as you can see, there's really no marks, scuffs, or marring on the product.
So, the 30D handle attachment from Bells of Steel does come fully assembled here. It's all one solid piece, welded together steel construction, matte black powder coat finish on here. And honestly, it's kind of smooth on the edges, and it feels very sturdy, kind of built like a tank. So it looks really clean, and I do appreciate how well the powder coat is on here as well. And it comes in currently pricing sitting at $78.99, so under $100, actually under $80. So I do think that's kind of wild. I've paid way more for attachments than this, and I've paid for more expensive ones that have felt cheaper in my hands than this does. So I'm really excited to kind of break this one in. All right, so as you can see here, this is a D handle bar, so I do have two D handles here from Rep. It does come with the carabiners though, and each handle spins kind of independently, which means your wrists, your elbows, everything kind of moves a little bit more naturally than maybe a regular lat pull down. So there's a lot less strain on your shoulders and elbows, right? You can move them freely. So you'll honestly notice that right away, especially when you use like triangle and V bars and just traditional lat pull downs, that this is really going to move with you throughout the moment or the movement, right? So now I do have one big knock already before I've even really put this through its paces. And Bells of Steel, I hope you're listening, the name. So officially on the website, it's just listed as the, 30D handle attachment with carabiners. Come on. So that sounds like a spare part maybe, right? So I think this thing deserves a little bit better of a name. I am not the name guy. I'm not a name creator. Maybe like, I don't know, the Backbreaker 3000. Take that comment where you want. So make it something more memorable than the Bells of Steel 30D handle cable attachment with carabiners. You hear how that sounds? So that's my one big gripe. But other than that, that's just semantics at this point, right? It does feel very comfortable, especially if you already have a really nice pair of D handles like I do here. And this creates a lot of movement for your wrists. So I'm sure there's going to be some B-roll shots in there, but it just makes everything feel really comfortable. So when we're talking about workouts, what's really great about this is you can do neutral grip pulls, you can do lat kind of pulls, and honestly, so the neutral grip, you can really drive your elbows back and behind your back. It makes the rotation of the shoulders a lot easier when you rotate and kind of pull in, kind of like how people like Arnold presses where they're rotating. It just makes that movement feel a lot more comfortable. I do still feel the stretch when it comes to my lat pull down. There's no awkward wrist positioning. Everything feels honestly great. Now, with it being a great back accessory movement or tool for that, One thing that is overlooked is the landmine rows that you can do here, right? So this is a bonus most people overlook. If you have a landmine attachment, this is great to kind of do some T-bar rows. You just slide the barbell in between the carriers here, and then you're ready to go. So it's pretty comfortable, and honestly, I don't do a ton of fixed handle landmine um, rows, but with the D handles, it just feels a little bit more ergonomic. So I really do like that. So um, there's some other things you could probably do too. I've tested out a little bit. You could, grab this on and do some tricep pushdowns. Although they're very rounded here, it's still pretty thin, so it probably wouldn't be the most comfortable. But if there was a way to turn it this way, so maybe I can do some magic with some carabiners or something here. Um, a flat surface for the pushdowns might be something that is a possibility, but I'll let you know when I do maybe a 30-day review of this product. All right, so ultimately, let's talk about how the 30D handle cable attachment stacks up against other traditional attachments. So, when we're thinking triangle handles or triangle grips, V bars, your classic straight or angled lat bar, honestly, I've used those bars for years and they're fine and they work great, right? Especially when you get high quality product. But they do have limited hand positions, right? This allows you to slightly straighten or slightly pronate or slightly supinate or make it more neutral. There's just many options that you can do in here because of the freedom of those D handles being on there, right? So with this attachment, each handle rotates independently so your wrist elbows can move through their natural line of path and their natural line of movement, which means less shoulder stress, less stress on your elbows, and honestly, at the end of the day, probably a better contraction and more comfortable lifts. And if you're having better contractions and more comfortable lifts, then you're gonna lift heavier and you're gonna enjoy it more. So you're gonna do the lifts more. So realistically, this is just something that it's so simple in design, but very, very effective. And honestly, I think it's very effective for the price. All right, so at the end of the day, for $78.99, this thing packs a serious punch above the price point. It's smooth, heavy duty, well built, versatile, and you can do all of your pulling movements, including landmine rows. So if you're looking for a cable handle or cable attachment that actually adds value and the versatility, I really think that the Bells of Steel 30D handle cable attachment is going to be one of my favorite attachments. So, in the comments, go ahead, comment. What is your favorite cable attachment? Do you think that this is worth a buy? And if you have any questions, please let me know. So, what we're going to do here is, I've tested it over a few days now, but I'm going to do a little bit more of a comprehensive review, how it's holding up after 30 days. I am a little bit worried, like I said, how much is this powder coat going to chip in here? So we'll find out, right? So ultimately, if you guys like what we're doing here, if you want to support the channel some more, those affiliate links go a long, long way. So please use those. They'll be in the description. Also, if you don't feel like buying something, subscribing's free. Giving it a like, hitting the notification bell, those things all work to support the channel. So far, I've gotten a lot of feedback, a lot of good things. Obviously, there's some things that we can fix here, but doing those things, they just support the channel even more, and they make the video content more enjoyable for you and just better overall. So, again, if you like what we're doing here at the Bar Gym Reviews, please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time.